All right, so I'm going to work out our activity for today. First, open up a new Arduino sketch. You just go to the file menu, say new, and then remember, start your day by putting your name at the top. Coding. And in setup, we're going to do two things: pin mode 13 output and serial.begin. Got interrupted by this. We don't want to do updates. So that's what we put up in setup. Notice if you click on this curly bracket, it highlights that one where those things are inside a setup. Let's go down to loop and get rid of that comment. And what I want you to do is turn on the light on 13. So digital right 13 high, that's turning that on. I want you to delay 1,000. That waits 1 second. And then I want you to turn it on and off 3 short bursts. And I'm going to do a little for loop to do this rather than copy and paste a whole bunch of code. So I'm going to say for int integer I equals 0, semicolon, not a colon, I less than 3. That means I will be 0, 1, and 2. It's going to go through 3 times. And then we're going to say I plus plus. That means go up by 1 each time. I hit enter, and then I'm doing an open curly bracket. I hit enter. Now I got to close curly bracket. I'm pouring myself a cup of tea. Sorry, but there you go. It's morning and it's cold outside. Okay, so in here, I forgot, before the loop, we should turn the light off. Digital right 13 low. Let's delay 250, not 1,000. So then in here, inside the loop, I'm going to copy this code. I'm going to paste it right inside here. And I want to turn the light on and off, both 250 on, 250 off, and it's going to go 3 times. Remember, you can type Control T, and it makes your code pretty. Notice how it indented this stuff. Let's save it now. I'm going to click verify, and it's going to say, hey, let's save. So I'm going to go to the desktop. I'm going to say day 72 more coding, and it adds the underlines instead of the spaces. But I did verify, and it said it's good. It's done compiling. So that's the first part. Now, I also wanted you to print on and off. So I'm going to, right when I turn it on, I'm going to say serial.print on with a space. And then I'm going to copy that line, and I'm going to paste it right here and say off. So it's on, off, on, off, on. It's going to say when it's on and off, on and off, on and off. It's all on one line. And then when the loop is over, I'm going to print a blank line, serial println. That gives me a blank line for our next part. Now I want a for loop to print the numbers 1 through 10 on a single line with spaces between the numbers. So for int I equals 1, I less than 11, because we want I to be 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 10. I plus plus, and I'm going to say serial.print, not the one with the ln, and we go I. Now I also want a space. You can't put the space in the same print call. So we're going to print a space like that. So that's going to print 1 through 10, and then I want to go to a new line, serial.println. That's just for the next thing. So I'm going to compile it again. I'm going to upload it, and I'll open the log, and you'll see what's going on. On, off, on, off, on, off, and then the numbers, and then on, off, on, off, on, off. And then the longer pause is when it's turning the light on and off for 1 whole second. You can see how this is what I've asked for so far. And then right here, I want a for loop to print the numbers 1 through 10 squared, all on one line. So we can actually copy this whole thing, the whole for loop. I pasted it. Looks like it's the same thing, but right here, instead of printing I, we're going to print I times I. That's what squared means, a number times itself. And it's already got the space. And let's go ahead and upload and open up the log, and we'll see how it works. So on off, 1 through 10, and then 1, 4, 9. Yeah, that's each number squared. You know, they're not lined up because they're bigger numbers, so they bump over to the right. But yeah, 10 squared is 100, 9 squared is 81, 8 squared is 64, and so on. So that's all I was asking you to do today. I think I wanted you to add a delay 3000 here. And I want to point out, notice all along I've had this little curly bracket here. And notice when I click on it, it says void loop. And if I go up here and click on the loop one, you see it's highlighted here. The other day, a lot of people were writing stuff down here, and you can't put things down here. This isn't in. You can only write code inside of loop. So that means from here down to here. So watch what happens if I try to do this and I say verify. It's going to say cereal does not name a type. And yeah, cereal is a great breakfast food, and it's spelled differently, but you can't put a cereal call here. You're not allowed to put a call here. It's expecting all your code, and you have to put all your code for now inside of this loop, inside of setup and loop. So if we upload this one more time and run it, we'll see the 3 sets of on-offs, and then we get those numbers, and then we get those other numbers, and then it waits 3 seconds before it reproduces. So there's also, you know, the lights are blinking. And there we go. All right, I hope you're able to get this done. And I'm gonna stop.